Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jim. Today, I'm going to share with you a Selkie story. Now, to give you some backgrounds for those that may not know what that is, Selkies are magical creatures who are seals that turn into women and women who turn into seals. Now, they're found, most prolifically around Ireland and the British Isles, but also as far down as France and Germany, wherever there's fishing, because they will bless a fisherman if they take a liking to him and take him to secret places. They are also cursed. You see, if a mortal man is able to gather the fur of a Selkie, well, then she must live with him as his mortal wife unless she can take it back. Now, there are hundreds of Selkie stories. And the story I'm going to tell you is just one that I have plucked from this story and that story and this story and that story. And I've turned it into my own version of the Selkie. You took without asking. You stole from the sea. You took without asking. You stole my soul for thee. Along the coast of the Emerald Isle, there's a fishing village, and it's where you find the clan of Connolly. And there was a time, they were so abundant everywhere. But now they were all gone, and there was only one Connolly left. Now, he never married, never had children, so when he died, that would be the end, don't you know? Connolly was a fisherman, as been his father and his father's father, and back and back and back. He was also a horrific drunk. And he lived in a cottage outside of the village. Now, the people of the village stayed away from him. He was irascible and drunk. And the truth be told, they didn't like him. And it worked out well, don't you know, because Connolly didn't like them either. One day, instead of going fishing, he decided to go to the ocean. So he climbed the rocky cliffs, and down below, there on the beach, were 3 beautiful young girls. They were romping and racing. They had long black hair splashing in the surf. Who are they? Who are these lovely creatures? He watched them and watched them. He watched them all day long, and the next day he was back again. And sure enough, there they were, racing and splashing, just having fun, naked as the day they were born. Now, Connolly liked that part the best. Now, where did they come from? Who on earth are these women? Every day, Connolly climbed those cliffs and watched them, and he found himself drawn to the youngest one. She was strong and feisty, and soon she had his heart. I've got to have her. I don't know who she is, but I've got to have her. Now, one day they went racing down the beach, and as the sun was setting, they came back. Hurry, sisters, hurry, it's almost time. It's almost time. And they went into the cave, and they came out carrying bundles of fur. They shook it out and put it on and turned into seals. Oh, my Lord. They're Selkies. They're Selkies. Oh, God Almighty, have mercy on me. I have fallen for a Selkie. But Connolly was still determined to have her. The next day he was back, and he waited until they were gone down the beach, and he snuck into the cave and got the fur of that youngest Selkie and took it home and hid it. That night, as they came running back, "Hurry, sisters, it's almost too late, hurry!" All three of them went into the cave and came out carrying their fur, except the youngest one. "Where's my fur? Where's my fur? It's gone. Where's my fur?" Connolly stepped forward. "Ah, lass, I have it. And you know how it is. Now you belong to me. You're my wife, and you have to stay with me." "Oh, no, sir, I beg you, please. Oh, please, sir. I'll take you to secret fishing places. I'll make you a wealthy man. I will. Please, please give me back my fur. Give me my soul." But Connolly's heart was hard. And so she returned to his cottage with him and began a life that she hated. Until she had a son. And the truth be told, she had 5 strapping boys, 5 sons, and she loved them, and oh, they loved her. Now, most days they went with their father to go fishing so they could learn the business, but oh, the other days, wonderful days, they would stay and help their mother in the garden. And they'd go to the ocean, and she would tell them stories of a strange city under the sea. She'd sing songs and say, "Boys, now listen to me. If the day comes that I don't look like this anymore, know that I'll never leave you. I'll always be right here waiting for you. I love you, boys. I'll always be here for you." Now the villagers passed by, watched them gathered around, and said, "It's a shame. Oh, that young wife of Connolly, she's a beaut, she is, but she's a queer one, don't you know? Touched in the head, she is." One day, Connolly told them to stay with their mother, and he was going fishing alone. So they were all working in the garden. And the youngest son shouted, "Mother, mother, smoke, smoke, the house is on fire." And it was. Flames were starting to shoot up. Oh, they all scurried about, gathering blankets and water, trying to put it out. The Selkie wife ran around the back and grabbed thatched roofing and pulled it off, and the flames shot up, scorching her arms. She screamed, but she kept pulling and pulling. Something flew by her face, but she kept pulling and pulling, and finally, the fire was out. Now, what was it that had fallen off the roof? She looked about, and there was a blanket. She unwrapped it. Oh, it's my fur. Oh, it's my fur. I'm going home. I'm going home. She shouted for the boys. They followed her to the ocean. "It's happening, boys, it's happening. I'm not going to look the same, but I'll be here every day waiting for you." And she put on the fur and became a seal. With a cry of joy, she dived into the ocean and disappeared. Confused, the boys staggered home, not knowing what to do. Connolly appeared. "Lads, what's happened here? What's going on?" "Oh, Father, it's been a dreadful day. The house burned down, and Mother turned into a seal." Connolly ran around the back and saw the empty blanket. Oh, it's true then, isn't it? She found it. She found it. And it's done, I guess. Connolly never went fishing again. He spent every day just drinking, and singing drunken songs. She's gone. She's gone. And she ain't coming back no more. Damn her. Conley died soon after that. Died of a broken heart, the villagers said, on account of that queer wife she done run off, don't you know? But the boys, oh, they flourished. Their fishing business was prosperous. It's like they knew secret places to go or something. They all married well and had sons of their own. But every day they gathered at the beach and sat around this seal, talking and laughing and singing. The villagers would pass by and say, "Oh, look at that. Look at them down there talking to that seal. You know, they're just like their mother. Every one of them. Touched in the head they are. You took without asking. You stole from the sea. You took without asking. I took my soul back for me."